Hello, 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 hello. I'm not really sure what the lag is on this. All right. Seems to be working. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. It would be funny to pronounce this game studio Weeb. That can't be how they intended it to happen. Happen. Sorry about the only way I can test the sound properly is to use feedback. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a good mixing. Maybe there is a way if I just test. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I think that means if I talk loudly, my audio will peak, and if there's an explosion in Factorio, its audio will peak. Which is probably what we want. Anyway. Yeah, just a little sound test. I'm currently using an ergonomic mouse. I don't know how to feel about it at the moment. That's cute. That's a cute little thing. Alright. I'm sort of getting more started now. I'm almost sorry for you if you've been listening, but you should have known better, so I'm not sorry. Alright, I'll just ride around my little train for a little bit. Ooh. Train noises are a little loud. I guess I didn't have my headset on previously. Oh, trains are just louder than I remember. So, I've had a series of battles here, the Ballads of Max Smid, to clear out this area. The goal is generally to clear the entire area out so that the pollution doesn't reach the bugs and make them angry. But also I was just having fun doing it. So I think right now, the next thing I have to do is deal with oil. I built a refinery down here, but then also there's one that's even closer here, potentially. So I could go for that later. I don't know how much pollution it will make, so I don't know if these trees will provide adequate cover, or if I'd have to clear out this guy, which it looks like it's really hard, and I might have to craft more advanced weaponry to get them. But anyway, I think right now I'll just clear out this place to the east. Maybe if there's, you know, other nests around here, I'll get them. And then I'll connect up this train line. Gonna have to go around these trees in a big arc. And yeah, probably through here, if this is a big barrier. Connect up here. These, you know, these train routes don't really go anywhere, so it doesn't matter that they're connected. You can see all my research demands blues, which I don't have because I haven't done oil yet. Yeah, I'm also not really sure. The trains, sometimes it seems like the trains can figure out turning around, and sometimes it seems like they can't. So I'm not really sure what to make of that so far. My theory right now is that if you make the train tracks straight, the train goes faster on it, which I have not verified in any way. Do I want to go? Also, if you lay out the track with like a ghost thing, I don't know. It seems to me like there should be a way to make the ghost thing become real with like a single click. But I think, as far as I can tell, it just like plans it out for you, which is useless to me. I mean, I could see a use for it. It's just not really useful for how I work on things. So do I want to... I mean, if I hit trees here, that's pretty bad. And this seems like maybe less trees. Maybe a ridge line. So... unless this becomes ocean. I guess I'll just keep going straight for a bit. How are we doing on rails? Oh, we have not that many, so... Looks like my guess paid off. How do I want to do this? I mean, I could just deal with these guys now that I see them. Generally, how I approach these things is I put down one of these guys, which can be pretty annoying if it's too close because they'll immediately run at it, even more than they'll run at you. So I put down one of these guys to sort of lay down suppressing fire. Now that the monsters are evolving a little, it's getting tougher because one of them alone one of them alone can't deal with the initial wave, so I sort of have to use this now that they've evolved, so there are stronger versions of everything. I mean, I also have piercing bullets or whatever they're called, so theoretically I could just give my turrets the good ammo, but I like to leave the ammo with them in case, you know, a scouting party ever comes by and they need to fight for their lives. And also just because I can make more later, so I just sort of leave them there around as a monument. Yeah, so since I do have piercing bullets, it's gotten a little easier. Normally I'll just sort of, you know, come in there, sneak up on whatever the closest entity is, and then just fire bullets at it and take a little damage like this. Right now, this is a little inconvenient, especially with this big bar here. So I think I'm gonna throw a capsule. Have this guy cover me a little. While I wait to catch my breath here, I think I'll check some other stuff. not in the game. Ammo runs out faster now that the enemies are tougher. So, I'm just wasting bullets here. Oh. So previously my strategy was more grenade focused. A lot of this stuff going on, which is not bad. It's not a bad strategy at all. Especially once I realized that like your throwing radius is not the radius that the grenade will hit, sort of obviously. So it's kind of a waste of grenades once there's only one spawner left, because it can't really defend itself. But anyway, do I want to go around the beautiful patch of trees? I think I do, because as far as I can tell, there's no way to plant trees in Factorio, so your supply of trees is the number of trees you got. Famously a non-renewable resource. Trees. Cornerstone of my energy strategy. Mining coal. Because there's so much more coal than trees. The point of me being on the train is that when it, actually works out, it works out pretty darn well. You can go really fast, much faster than on foot, about as fast as in a car, obviously. And then, when you get there, you can just ride the train back, which is really, I find the annoyance of having to explicitly summon the train is just pretty grating. Ooh, now this might be a problem. This might be a problem. These guys look tough. We'll see what happens if we get a little closer. Evaluate the situation. Because ideally, we'd like to go basically just like straight down and complete this circuit. Geometrical circuit, obviously. Oh. Looks like we might get a couple train kills this way. At this point, I'm just retreating. Now I'm thinking, I could go back to my factory and get more rails, because I'm running out anyway. They'll probably just wander around. Maybe run into my guy here. Usually, that's weird. Oh, this is my factory anyway. I thought it would... Am I misremembering? Oh, I guess that only does that on, like, the stuff that's right for whatever reason. I guess that's the explored thing the satellite dish is always, or the radar dish is always telling you about. I don't really know why there was a random patch. I guess I was nearby it. Anyway. So maybe, maybe he's, but if you were damaging it, I think it would tell me. Maybe it's just in the last position I saw them? Because these guys aren't moving. Interesting. If that's how it is, then I might need to build more radar dishes. There was something in the tutorial about, like, the radar dishes annoy the enemies, cause them to come get you, like pollution. But I think that was just like a dramatic device to explain why they were attacking you in the tutorial. I don't think it's a real mechanic. Anyway, here we have my delightful base. These things are always running out of materials, and sometimes I can be bothered to fix them, and sometimes I can't. How we doing on... Okay, I could use some steel. Well, let's go see if there's just piercing ammo for me. Yeah, that's fine. So, an obvious critique of this setup is that part isn't automated at all. You know, at least for these, I have like a box that can feed the coal in. But, you know, sometimes it's just not worth it. You just want a little bit of steel. And it's fine. In not too long, I guess these fields will run out. And then, you know, you just build a train to somewhere else. These layouts are not really optimized for, like, you can imagine maximizing the expected resources number, but I don't do that because I would prefer to have a more neatly constrained geometrical area where everything has been mined, so there's not like a random patch, you know, of iron here. And then you have to like figure out what to do with that. I prefer if it was just all one bounded shape, so I constantly work on the edges of it. Oh yeah, yeah. This tree might not be long for this world. Although, I mean, you know, this is a great place for it to consume pollution. So maybe I should just be extra careful about it. Really try to work around it. Is there anything I want to take with me other than just a bunch of random stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I will just go back out there. Oh, ideally I would have one of these, maybe. So I need to pick up some steel so I can make one, I guess. Oh, or do I already have one? Nope. No, this is a bunch of other... This is like when I leave, I'm like, well, I won't need a burner mining drill out there, so... Yeah, it's useful to have stone, because sometimes I want to craft rails. And then it can be useful to have these components just to like have something cooking in there. Convert some of these into some of these. The ammo into piercing ammo. So anyway, I'll pick up some steel just in case. I'll start making some piercing rounds. The flamethrower. I could build one, but you need oil to, it's only crude oil, actually. It's an interesting prospect. 100 damage per second, you say? Crude oil. I wonder if... Like, do I have to build barrels or something to get the oil into my inventory? I'll build a flamethrower. Then I'll go down to my oil to see what's going on. I don't know. There's probably a better way. To do this, because I basically just want it to automatically go to one place. For a while it sort of had a loop, but now now I just want it to go to one place, so I give it an impossible condition to fulfill also. I'm probably going to get there and then think, oh, if only I had this other thing to build this other oil thing, then it would be fine. But I do not. But sometimes you just gotta look at stuff. Yeah, so here I have another radar thing. It's keeping that area under surveillance, I guess. Here I built these just because I went on like a huge expedition north, weaving between these guys that were hard to, you know, I couldn't defeat them, so I had to just go around. But since I was there, I wanted to scout out the rest of the land. So I built some radar things. I don't remember building 3 actually. I only remember building 2. So that's funny. Yep, I remember that one. I remember that one. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I didn't like craft anything here. I just used the resources from the taller ones. These guys are not moving at all. I thought they would patrol or something, but I guess they only do that when you're around. I probably just left this here out of laziness, but it's nice if I, in fact, need to craft some oil stuff. Target full. Okay. It's probably in here there's some stuff that can help me. I can probably craft items to complete this game. A lot of stuff. This will be important, presumably. Maybe also this, I'm not really sure what it does, but... Okay, so presumably I can just, like, throw a pipe on there and see what happens, at least. Theoretically, there should be a way to reorder that, maybe. Okay. So, just like in real life, that pipe is going to fill with oil and then stop in a completely harmless manner. And there's a storage tank here. Sure. I wonder if you can... Ah, okay, yeah. What? So maybe I do have to use the barrels. That are they were somewhere in here. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, okay. steel barrel. Maybe I just... Okay. Right, well, it is an intermediate, so I should have expected that, I guess. What else we have here? Electricity. I would sort of expect it to be maybe in the pump jack row. Oh, it's made in the chemical plant, obviously. Right. Okay. Yeah. It says that in the mouse over. Just like some things are made in the forge. You merely adopted the forge. I was born in it, etc., etc. Okay. Oh yeah, this is my solar-powered oil pump. As amusing as that is. I got a hot tip that maybe I should, like, generate infinite free power by burning oil. Which would be pretty sick. Yeah, so I think I didn't... The last time I came here, I built this. But I didn't have any... This can take... probably... I didn't have any coal, just because I didn't happen to have any, as you can see here, just a lot of copper and steel and gears. So I used a solar panel instead of oil, but I can just make a pipeline to connect the two. How do I want to do it? Do I want to underground pipe? Underground pipe? Do I want to start... Like, I could make an assembling machine if I want, like, a lot of pipes. Okay, so I guess the storage tank is gonna, like, have inputs and outputs, as you would expect. Which is good, because that's what I expect. Because we have the sun, we can put this here. There's probably, like, a really good geometric way to arrange everything around this electricity pole. I haven't figured it out. I don't know. There's probably a way you can sneak one more solar panel into covering it, if you really felt like it. What do we want to do here? Guess we can just make pipe. It's fine. It's funny that you can get more than one stack in here. I'm not really sure why. It might just be a bug. Alright, so I think then I'll have another pipe to ground here. But I don't believe a pipe to ground can turn. So then I'll need regular pipe. That's good, that's good, that's good. Now, I could do another pipe to ground, which, again, there's no reason for me to do that. It just seems a little bit more convenient. Like, to walk over and stuff, so I think I will. Then we want it to end here, because we might get a number of boilers. There probably isn't, like, a direct oil-based power plant, is there? It's all just boiling water, to quote the meme. Like there's probably something uranium you can do. Ah, that's still boiling water, actually. I've just remembered how uranium works in real life in a power plant. Yeah. Right. Wait. How do I feed it, though? I did not think this one through. How do I get the... How do I get the burnable fuel in? Like maybe... We'll try it. We'll try attaching a pipe and seeing if the pipe goes, yeah, no problem, bro. No. No? Can't go in there either. Okay. It's quite possible that I just have no idea how to do it, and I might need to research something. Even. Well, I'm not going to worry about that too much. The important part, actually, is that we assemble some flamethrower ammo. What do you think this does? Probably just clears it. Probably just clears it so you can have a lot of different chemicals in there. Why are you not filling up? Because I put you the wrong way, of course. Well, I am in a very similar situation to the me that was before, because I do not have any coal again. So as much as I could speed along this process with some of that, which I could go get, obviously, but it's just like, you know, I'm here now, as Neil Breen so famously once said. Pro gamer move here. When your initial plan doesn't work out, reconsider the arbitrary placement you made of the first object. Wow, this is... Ooh. Yeah, that's low power, alright. I think we have enough pipes, so that should free up a little power. Still pretty low, though. I mean, I could make a bunch of solar panels. There's always that possibility. I sort of assume, for whatever reason, that if you're, like, invested in my journey here, what have you, that you'll be listening to me instead of watching this. And by the way, I recommend you listen at advanced, incredible speeds as well. So, like, I'm trying to describe what I'm doing, even though if you're actually looking at the screen, you're probably like, yeah, man, you don't need to, I know what you're doing. I can just see you, actually, it's fine. And that's something to figure out as we go along. The old arm to steel box gambit here. The classic. I suppose I could just have this fabricate solar panels at the end instead. If I build another fabricator. It's probably a better plan. Then, you know, you throw in the copper and the steel manually and like that, you know. It takes care of that. Now, I don't necessarily have to pack these solar panels very densely because I already had to make these power lines connect this thing, so yeah. In general, I feel like you don't really need to pack things densely in this game, and I sort of made a mistake a lot by packing things too densely when I started, because, like, you know, conveyor belts aren't free. Now they're really cheap, but they weren't free. Alright, so I have coal here in my train car, which is lucky. So I find it kind of annoying that I keep running down here, so I'm just gonna build a train track that goes up. Possibly to the same stop. Yes. Very good. Oh no. Okay. Good. Yes. Yeah. So this is, I might just have to completely tear that up later, because it doesn't look like a great location. But whatever. I'm really happy I have these medium electric poles. For a while I was still using small electric poles, and like the medium is just supposed to be a straight upgrade, so you know, it just takes like metal instead of wood. But metal is even wood is even more valuable than metal in this game so far, so it's actually good to conserve it. Alright. There's probably a hotkey to toggle the train into manual mode, and that would be good. But I don't know it. I have a lot of electronic circuits here, probably because I find they're very annoying to make otherwise. And so I didn't have to do that whole thing with the solar panels. Whatever though. I'm not gonna bother disassembling it, because it could come in handy someday. Okay, it's night and this is working. Oh, output full, you say? Okay. So I need the little arm again. I gather. Yeah. I guess I might as well like build a radar here. Since I have power. It names the radars, which is, I don't know, it seems a little silly to me. I guess you want to know, you know, what the things are. Alright, yeah. So, if you're like a Factorio guy, you're probably thinking it's crazy that he automates everything by putting little boxes together when you should actually be making big conveyor belts that, you know, manipulate everything in the world to your whim. And that's true. But, you know, the perfect is the enemy of the good and all that. So I'm just trying to try out a flamethrower, man. This is annoying. Like, has a very firm opinion about how it wants you to switch them out. It would also be annoying if it like let you put them in wrong and then basically jammed in combat. So don't get me wrong there. It looks like just a super tremendous upgrade over the gun, which is really interesting. Yeah, all right. That's pretty good. That's some good, you know, video game fire effect. They put a bunch of different details on it. It's nice. It's not like, you know, photorealistic fire or whatever, but it's nice. Yeah. Good. I guess I'll just leave that there. I'll leave that working. I'll leave that full. Who cares? And that's just my dedicated flamethrower area. I hope I didn't. I just want to check this out and make sure I didn't leave anything here. Oh. It's a ridge. Yeah, this used to feed ammo into this. There was sort of a standoff, a stalemate. And I won, of course. Oh, what if I could go up and meet up here. Yes. Okay. Ooh, or I could even try going through here. Yeah, because I'm doing this to explore a lot as well. Which, now that I talk about it, I think like, oh, probably like the efficient strategy to explore is just building radars instead of going on a road trip. But how would you go on a little choo-choo train trip in Factorio if you didn't do that? You know, QED. Things are looking bad for this patch of trees. You had your chance. These ones, dead trees. I don't know if Factorio is scientifically accurate, but these are not consuming pollution in real life, so I assume you can just get rid of them. And it doesn't matter. You know, it's quite possible that Factorio has more of a wacky Minecraft approach to anything. Okay. Yeah, so this is my more oil marker, and these guys were not here previously. So I guess they do kind of come in and they don't show up on the map unless you're around or you have radar that's around. But for now, I think I would just bypass these guys. I don't really like my odds of getting through there with any sort of convenience, so I guess I will just immediately go east again. Get me out of there. Well, I could continue to explore the coastline. I guess I will. probably want to start going due north again. Nice, so that's connected up. And I could just continue going north. So this is just connected to my main power grid. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. Does that make sense mathematically? Exploration coverage distance 14. Okay, so I guess it's 14. Oh, there's probably continuous coverage, so it's actually probably a distance of 3. So this is, 3 Factorio units or whatever. I guess I could see, like, if you don't count the center, then I could see that being 3 of those. It was a very spooky notification sound, but I don't think it meant anything, ultimately. Yeah, so like I'm thinking now. Ideally, I want to tile everything with radar dishes, just so I can get continuous coverage of everything. And if I just use, if I just connect everything to my central electricity network using big power poles, it shouldn't be that bad. Like, you just do that. It's just a line. It's a line, Michael. How much could it possibly cost? 3 steel? 300 steel? So that would be a good move, I think. And I might do that later. My main priority right now is testing out my flamethrower, which honestly I should not do on this one, because they look very strong. So if the flamethrower is like weak, it would be dumb to engage using it. But on the other hand, you know, you can just save and reload. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it's more, you know, like there's a respawn option and a save load option in this game, and I was wondering which of these is like the better option. Is one the coward's way out, you know, dishonorable, something of this nature. And I eventually concluded that respawn is like, it's almost never worth it. You should only do it. You should basically never do it, because it's just such a huge hassle to like find everything again. So there's no point ultimately to doing it. See, this is kind of the problem I was talking about. There's no way to... Oh, if I walk on my own fire, it hurts me. That's funny. That's a good weapon. It's a good weapon. There's no way to like load it up and then immediately load it. I mean, oh. Nah, I can just put some fire in front of myself and then get them to get themselves on it. I'm a genius. Yeah, so seems like a great move. Oh god. What are you doing out there? That's no good. This is starting to get out of hand. All right. Anyway, it's fine. We'll do a little leapfrogging. Give them piercing bullets as well, since we're gonna get rid of them anyway, and also to allow them to withstand the hordes. I'm not a big fan of the shotgun. I don't know. It just doesn't really appeal to me. I guess because you have to aim it more, which is just no longer what I'm used to after playing this game for a while.
Hello.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing alright.
Nice. I'm playing
late night and
Factorio.
Late. Oh, nice.
A late night.
Yeah. I was playing poker with the boys.
Ah, nice. Nice.
Until like 1 a.m. and then I got home and I was like, time to do some programming languages programming.
Ah, very cool. What is programming languages programming?
It's where you program a programming language.
Ah, very good. That's what it sounds like.
There's a book called Crafting Interpreters.
Yeah.
It's got some tutorials.
I've heard of it.
Pretty cool, except for the first half uses Java.
You should just, you know, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what you should do because I already understand how to do it, so I no longer understand not understanding how to do it.
Hmm,
Because I just,
that's fair.
you know,
I mean,
I
so far it seems pretty straightforward.
yeah, it is pretty straightforward. You just, as
It's
they
like,
say, you just write the program, you know?
hmm I think the main use for me is getting familiar with the terminology. So when I try and
Yeah.
learn about the inner workings of Hoon, I know what they mean when they say different things.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I don't know if
I've
that'll
never
help
played
you actually.
Factorio, so I don't know how to. Can't comment on the stream, but it looks like things are dying, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of a stalemate. The thing is, these things like keep spawning, and then I keep killing them, and I'm actually like every time this happens, I'm slowly losing because I have to expend ammo and they don't.
Hmm.
Theoretically, it does say they consume pollution, but I think that just means if there is pollution there, that would take some of it. Because, you can see this big pollution cloud, which is consumed by the
Oh yeah,
trees. I think also
gross.
if there was, yeah, but if you look at it, it's not like the air is smoggy or anything. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. Anyway, uh, oh man, oh now there's a pollution cloud here, and these guys here. It's defenses, chapter 2. I spent all this
I like
time.
that they label the battles.
Oh, only I labeled the battles actually. Those are train
Oh,
stations, and so I've
I like
named
that you
them.
labeled the battles.
Yeah, thanks. They're like there will be an interpretive center about the battle in 100 years. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm I'm worried that like I might when there are more spawning at once, it becomes like impossible to sneak in and do damage and leave, which is generally my strategy. Maybe if I just like get a little fire on it, that'll take care
Oh
of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so as I was saying, I don't know if learning the terminology will actually help you with Hoon because they'll have made up, a whole second terminology in Hoon.
Well,
And
yes. However, it's already helped me slightly because there's such a thing as a parsing rule. They've got, they call
okay.
them rules. And then I was like reading through, which I'd run into in Hoon previously, and then I was reading through crafting interpreters and I was talking about rules, and I was like, oh, this is why they call it a rule. Okay.
Ah.
So I
Is
don't know
it
if that was concretely helpful, but it was helpful to me to make me feel more comfortable.
well that's yeah, no, that does sound useful. I'm not really sure. I mean, a rule's a rule, I guess. It's just like, well, here's what happens now. Maybe.
Yeah. But it's like specifically for like, you know, uh, like in the context of a formal grammar,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
have the rules that are like this thing could be is like a less, or I don't know, what to call it, but if the way it described it in the book is like you start with the sort of um, uh, generative rules that can generate a valid grammar, and then you work backwards to parse something into a valid something in the grammar. So
Yeah.
like you have rules like to generate an expression,
Yeah.
you could have this thing plus this other thing. And
They're
so like those are
called.
the rules that I think they're talking about. But I think in Hoon they use the rule, like rule refers to a specific function signature,
Hmm.
and you can use it for both scanning and parsing, I
Hmm.
think,
Well, I guess,
because they're sort of the same thing,
yeah. That
at different
that makes
levels.
sense to me. Certainly. I'm thinking about it.
Also,
What you said.
yeah.
I'm also assaulting the hive. What were you
Yes,
saying though?
you're doing two things.
You said also?
Oh, I did say also. I think I fell into that trap where I thought I had something else to say, and so I said also, and then I was like, wait, I don't have anything else to say.
Hmm.
And then I was like, oh, I'm saved. He's talking about something else. But then it came back around.
We just need a conjunction that's also just like a thing you can say to end a sentence. Ooh, I might die here. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
My parents will say anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be like, anyways.
That is, yeah.
Or no, they'll say anyway without the S, I think. Maybe they do both.
That, they've already done it. They've invented that thing. Even before I finished talking about it. And what's more, I've been doing that for years as well. What a time to be alive.
Nice.
Okay. It's
True.
nice that this doesn't swap into my empty slot. It just lets me. I think we go for a little defender capsule. Machine gun.
I think
Action.
at this stage in the Factorio game, it's really all about preparing for triple prevention, so that when the triples arrive, your base isn't overrun.
Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty. We can look away from this battle. It'll be fine. Especially because I need to, heal. I've only
So if
prevented.
you go away, will it keep going on
Yeah,
in real time?
yeah. I'm only
That's kind
looking
of
at the
scary.
map. Oh, it's yeah. I've died before when I was like, oh, let me just stand behind a turret and regain my health and go get a refill on my coffee and come back. Wait for the waiting for the gooey things to go away is really the most annoying part. It's like I can have a strategy that's pretty good if you are doing a frontal assault, but once the gooeys get late, there you go. That happens basically, except
I've been defeated.
yeah, happens except
Is,
more so.
is there a limit on how often you can save?
No, no. Nor should there be.
Okay. Sort of like Fallout New Vegas, if I remember correctly.
It's it's actually, I guess, the dominant mode for video games is
Is
like,
it?
yeah, you just save and load whenever you want. And the
I
penalty
guess I haven't
for
played that many video games.
death is there isn't really a penalty for death, it's just the game ends and then like you can just reload and not do that.
I feel like most of the games I've played, it's either you die and the round ends, or you die and the run ends, or you
Oh
die and you
yeah.
go back to the beginning of the level,
Yeah.
rather than going back to a save.
There's certainly a lot of other ways to do it.
It's just
Like
the section of games that I've happened to have played. I was like,
yeah.
oh, I know I can do that in
Same.
Pokemon with an emulator, and I can do that in Fallout.
Really really thinking about, comparing my options, my strategies. Hmm.
What if you, what would it work to like sneak around to the side and set up a turret so that I can hit the gooey things,
Um.
or would they just overwhelm the turret?
So I think I do want to do that. Basically, I think you're onto something, which is also what I was thinking about. I think like it won't. If I can hit the gooey thing, it's not important to have the turret hit the gooey thing because I can just sneak in and get it. But it is important to have the turret be here so that I can provide supporting fire. Then maybe I just
Is there no limit
set
to
up
the
a
number of
fire
triggers?
barrier. Not, you know, eventually. At any one time, there is, as far as I can tell. This fire barrier strategy is not really working as well as I had hoped.
Seems like they don't always catch fire when they run through it.
Hmm.
Even though that would be ideal.
Well, why not?
We need
You know?
napalms. It's secondhand fire. It's not as effective.
Hmm. Okay. So those guys can defend that, which means that maybe the best strategy is actually going up north and attacking from that side so that I can, you know, Dune the worm.
Do the worm.
Yeah.
Now is hardly the time for dance moves, don't you think?
You've never heard the pop sensation of recent times? She Dune the worm on my squid, I'm game.
Wait a second.
You
I thought I
piece
knew
of.
what you were doing, but then you changed the format.
Maybe the key is I just like go for this guy, and then because each one you defeat makes it easier to defeat the other ones. It's the miracle of compound interest. I also feel like my guys are gonna run out of ammo, which is kind of crazy. Maybe I should
What
just
if you
go.
just threw...
Hmm?
No. Sorry, I just realized I shouldn't suggest too many things.
No,
Although
go
it's not cheating
go
since I don't
ahead.
know the stamina anymore.
Yeah,
What if you just threw a
that's
bunch
true.
of grenades at them?
The main problem is like the grenades don't have a lot of range. This was
Oh,
actually my first strategy before I like
you need to...
crafted good gun parts, but they have more range than my grenades. Basically, is the main problem.
You gotta work on that throwing arm.
Yeah. I think there
Train
is
it up.
like a grenade launcher. Probably there's a rocket launcher. Um, but I need to like craft more things to do it. So, oh wait, oh.
Well, this has been fun, but I actually have to go meet a friend for a hike.
All
So
right, have fun.
I must bid you adieu. Hope you
Bye.
succeed in killing the bugs. Bye.
Have fun crafting the interpreter.
Hopefully, yes.
Bye. Hmm. Okay, so this guy is out of ammo, which means I definitely need to resupply him. They're not even attacking this guy on the side now that I'm not there. So that's good at least. And then that gives me time to go back and get more ammo. Theoretically, I could give him piercing rounds, but I guess I won't. It's fine for now. Even when he had no ammo, he was aptly defended by the other turrets. So now I've completed that little trifecta of cornering, which is pretty good, I think. Here's oodles of ammunition. So there is a little bit of a problem. Oh yeah. Biographical fact about me playing Factorio is that even though it doesn't matter at all for my playstyle, I like to craft the red ones, the red belts, instead of the yellow ones. Just because one day it will matter, and then I'll have to go revamp everything. And I'll go, oh, what the hell? So, just get started by right, and then you don't even have to hit that when you get to it. You just cruise right through it. Alright, so I guess that means that I will get a warning that the thing is out of ammo before that's catastrophic, because I did before. So I think I may go pick up some more oil. Some more flamethrower juice. It's so tempting to get these guys. I just want to get them. Maybe I will. Okay, so there's no steel here. So maybe I make my own smelter. I think you make steel by resmelting it. It's been a minute since I've done that, but I feel fairly confident. Yeah. So that'll give me more flamethrower capsules, at least. For a bit. Do I want to recursively feed it? I don't know. I kind of don't really feel like it. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I will. Okay. I'll use this. Smelt stone. Use that stone to replace this furnace with the better furnace. There's probably in a later part of the game a mechanic that lets you like break down a gear into its component parts. You know, iron. But I don't think you can just like smelt it again. We can try. We can give it nope. Can't even try actually. Not allowed. Not possible. And this is a nice feature that if it's replacing something of the same type, it just slots right in there. It's very good. Anyway. So for something like this, I feel like I might not even need any sort of covering fire or anything. I'll just deal with them, you know? That was my footwork was flawless there and allowed me to escape with no damage until I took damage. Okay. Yeah. So given how annoying the sticky guys are, I think definitely going to deal with the sticky turrets first. And I feel like I even would be... I shouldn't have dealt with the, like, evolved version of the turret first, because it takes longer to kill. So I guess, like, the really smart move at this point... Can I show grid lines on this map? I think there's like a keyboard shortcut for that I found when I was looking for something else. Wow. I don't even know what that is. Alt T. Oh. There is something where, like, if you hit something, it pauses and puts a grid thing on the screen, and no explanation of the fact that you've paused. So it was hard to undo. But that might not even be a feature anymore. And I don't think that would do it anyway. So maybe I'll just eyeball it anyhow. I guess I wouldn't even have call to put anything right here, necessarily. I mean, someday, something around here, but there's no need to immediately build a radar that I can't even do because I've run out of iron. Maybe just for now I should just remove that rail section so that doesn't keep happening. Then I wait for them to forget, then I do it again. Ha 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 ha. Out of steel as well, so I can't upgrade those either. Curious, so maybe there's enough spawn. No, it's just going to whatever the last sector I attacked it from was basically. Oh. Theoretically, there should be a way to, like, walk without rhythm so as not to attract the worm, you know? But more importantly, walk in such a way so that the leading shots that these guys can fire will be tricked into not hitting you. Although they seem to, like, randomize it, so it's not just a brain dead exercise. You know, unfortunately for all you out there who like brain dead exercises. Well, that guy died. Now he's on fire, so or that guy's on fire, so I guess I win? Yeah. Taste of your own medicine, Damage over time. Okay. Good, good, good. Totally shredded that guy, so now there will be less supporting fire. Alright, the odds are now extremely in our favor, so just going to mop this up. I think while my character catches his breath, I will go and get a refill on coffee. Which seems like more of a gamble, but you know, if they kill me, I just reload a save, which I have the autosave frequency set to 1 minute so that I don't, you know, regret everything and every choice I've ever made in my life along the way. So it's fine, I guess. I mean, now in the time I explained that, it sort of changed. So I think actually I'll just win by throwing a million grenades. Now this nest is cleared out. I will go along my merry way. So I wonder what's going on up there. Anyway. Yeah, nothing, I guess. I'll complete this little three-way crossing. Oh. Where does this go? Ah, it just makes a big loop. Alright. So... currently going backwards in my train. Apparently, the train thinks that is fine by me. Yes. Nice. That was another battle I had. Turning alt mode back on. Love alt mode. One of the top modes of all time, I would say. I need to feed more copper into this so it can work more efficiently, I guess. Well, I suppose the copper isn't really the limiting principle. It's more just like the time that it takes it to go. Nevertheless, this is probably somehow involved in the copper shortage. So. needs more ground. There's a problem with this one where coal and stone comes out of here, which is usually alright, you know. But, I guess more stone is used than coal. So eventually this box usually fills up with coal instead of stone, and I can't burn any more coal on refining stone, and so it just kind of deadlocks. Over here is my Science Avenue. It's very well stocked, completely full up now because, again, I don't have anything that doesn't require blue science juice, which is a thing I could start making now, especially if this would give me like a more advanced energy distributor that could be useful for my goal of putting radars everywhere. I'll line these back up and make more belts for him. Of course. Yeah, that's about the size of it. I wonder if there's a way to, like, pick everything up? This is really tedious. I'm gonna Google that. F, maybe? Ah, okay. amusingly, I can't go left. Oh, good. You can also pick up items off of the belts. That's useful. Factorio is not like other games where you can use WASD or also arrow keys to move. It's just WASD. It's your only option. These belt immunity shoes are sounding good right now. Alright, well, that's all I'm gonna do for this session. I think next time, either discovering the mysteries of oil some more, or more likely, putting a bunch of radars around.